Hello everyone. Today we will study application of Biot-Savart law. Biot-Savart law we already studied, given by Biot and Savart for the determination of magnetic field due to a straight current carrying conductor at a point. Today we will study the expression for determination of magnetic field at a point due to current carrying conductor. First we consider the conductor having length finite, then we apply the condition that if length is infinite, then what will be the value of magnetic field at a field point. So first we start with the conductor having finite length. So let us consider a conductor xy and P with the point at which the magnetic field due to this current carrying conductor is determined. This point P is at a normal distance a from the center of conductor. O is the center of the conductor, and this point P that lie at a normal distance. Normal distance means that make an angle 90 degree with the straight conductor. The current is flowing from downward direction to upward direction in that conductor I, and this current I that is constant, which is flowing through that conductor. Let dl be the small length element, small part of this conductor at a distance L from the center. The distance of this current element we already studied. If we have a small segment of length dl and current is flowing through that, the product of current and this length element I and dl, that is known as a current element. So distance of this current element from field point P is r. This is a r separation, and this r and dl that make an angle theta. Here this is the angle theta. According to Biot-Savart law, the magnetic field due to small current element at a point due to straight current carrying conductor is given by the equation dV is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I dl sin theta upon r square. In this equation, mu naught upon 4 pi is constant, I is the current flowing through the conductor, also constant, dl is the small length, sin theta is the angle, and r square, that is r, is the distance of small element dl from field point. In this equation, if you see this equation, mu naught upon 4 pi constant, where mu naught is permeability of free space, I is the current flowing through the conductor. Variable term कौन कौन सी हैं? dl. We choose that dl, तो dl is variable. Sin theta depend on this dl कि कितना जो है वो डिस्टेंस पे है सेंटर से, तो थीटा उसके हिसाब से वेरी करेगा. अगर थीटा वेरी करेगा तो साइन थीटा भी वेरी करेगा. एंड आर डिस्टेंस वो भी फील्ड पॉइंट के ऊपर वेरी करेगा. आई एम शोइंग यू हियर इन द डायग्राम. दिस इज द dl, द लेंथ ऑफ dl वी हैव चूजन, तो ये वेरी करेगी. दिस r, अगर फील्ड पॉइंट को हम पास लाते हैं तो r कम हो जाएगा, दूर ले जाते हैं तो r जो है वो बढ़ जाएगा, तो r भी वेरी करेगा, dl वेरी करेगा, r वेरी करेगा. और ये थीटा, अगर dl को हम नियर द सेंटर चूज करें तो थीटा जो है वो वेरी करेगा, अगर हम इसको दूर ले जाते हैं तो थीटा वेरी करेगा। तो इन दिस इक्वेशन नंबर 1 जो वेरिएबल टर्म्स हैं वो है dl sin थीटा एंड r mu naught I upon 4 pi, they are constant. So now if we want to determine that value, first we determine these three values from that triangles which is formed by choosing field point and this current element from the center of conductor. For determination of these values, first of all we determine the value of dl sin theta and r, then substitute these values here, we get the value of a magnetic field at a point due to current element. First we determine sin theta. So now for the determination of sin theta, in right angle triangle POQ, there is the triangle, that is the P, this is O, this is Q. So now we are choosing the triangle POQ, and this POQ is the right angle triangle. Angle O 90 degree, angle P phi, angle Q theta. The sum of the three angle of a right angle triangle we know, that is 180 degree. One of the angle is given 90 degree, and these two other angles we can easily determine by trigonometry. Let if POQ is 90 degree, this is a 90 degree, OPQ phi, this is a phi, then theta is angle Q. We can write this theta as 90 minus phi. And if we substitute the value of this theta in sin theta, then sin theta is equal to sin 90 minus phi. And sin 90 minus theta you have studied in trigonometry, that is equal to cos theta. Here theta is phi. So sin 90 minus phi is equal to cos phi. We get the value of sin theta. From this equation we get the value of sin theta is equal to cos phi. तो एक वैल्यू हमारे पास आ गई। दूसरी वैल्यू है हमारे पास r. For determination of r, again in triangle OPQ, now we change OP, P, that is angle here at a P is phi. So this is a PQ. In this triangle, what is the value of cos phi? Cos phi is equal to, by trigonometry, base upon hypotenuse. Here, how to identify base, hypotenuse and perpendicular? So now in our triangle, this is the angle phi. If this is the angle phi, then always remember in the front of angle there is a perpendicular. This is the angle, so this side OQ is perpendicular. If this is a perpendicular, then perpendicular lie on a base. So OB is the base. And third side, this QP, that is hypotenuse. So now cos phi is equal to base is OP and hypotenuse is PQ. Value of OP is A and PQ is R. So we get R is equal to A upon cos phi. By rearrangement, R को यहाँ ले गए, cos phi यहाँ इधर आ गया, and we know 1 upon cos phi, that is secant. So R is equal to A secant phi. We get the second value R from the triangle. R is equal to A secant phi. Now third value dl. For determination of dl, again in triangle OPQ. Now see OPQ. In this triangle, now we find tan phi. And by trigonometry again, tan phi is equal to perpendicular upon base. So now again angle phi. If this is a phi, then front of angle perpendicular, so OQ is the perpendicular and lie on a base, that is OP is the base. OQ upon OP. The value of OQ L and OP is A. By again rearrangement, L is equal to 8 and 5. But in our equation number 1, we want DL. So we differentiate this equation number 4 with respect to phi. When we differentiate this with respect to phi, then dl upon d phi is equal to a secant square phi. And again by rearrangement, dl, ये d phi इधर चला गया, तो dl is equal to a secant square phi d phi. We get equation number 5. So we get the three values as we already discussed. हमें तीन वेरिएबल वैल्यू चाहिए थी, sin theta, r and dl. Substitute these value in equation number 1. We get dv is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I. First we substitute the value of dl. So dl is a secant square phi d phi. Here we get a secant square phi d phi. उसके बाद था sin theta. Sin theta की वैल्यू हमने फाइंड आउट की है, that is cos phi instead of sin theta cos phi. Then r a secant phi. In the equation number 1 we have a r square, to show whole square of this one. And this is a a, that is a square, so one a is cancel out. Secant square, this becomes secant square, secant square cancel out. We get dv is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi a cos of phi d phi. So this is the magnetic field at a point P due to a small current element dl. If we want to find out the whole magnetic field, that is magnetic field due to a whole conductor xy at a field point P, first of all we join the ends of that conductor with field point. Then we join xy, I am showing you here in the diagram. When we join xy with this field point P, this x that make an angle phi 2 and y make an angle this phi 1. Phi 1 is in the downward direction compared to the P, and phi 2, that is from that P, is in the upward direction. So when we apply these limit, phi 1 taken as negative because downward direction and phi 2 taken as positive. So now for total value, we integrate the magnetic field which we get due to small element. The total value of magnetic field due to finite conductor B is equal to integration limits minus phi 1 to phi 2 dv. By substituting the value of dv, we get B is equal to minus phi 1 to phi 2 mu naught I 4 pi a cos of phi d phi. The constant terms now taken outside the integral. तो constant है mu naught I 4 pi a. These are constant taken from outside of the integral, and only the integration of cos phi. The integration of cos phi with respect to d phi, that is sin phi, minus phi 1 to phi 2 limit. Then we substitute the limit. We substitute the upper limit first, then negative sign, then lower limit. To show mu naught I upon 4 pi a sin of phi 2 minus because phi 2 is minus. So minus sin of phi 1 minus here we get plus. So B is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi a sin of phi 1 plus sin of phi 2. This is an expression for magnetic field at a point due to straight current carrying conductor having finite length. अगर हमारे पास infinite length का conductor है, then for infinite length, this field point P, that is lie near the center. If this P lie near the center and length is infinite, then these two angles they become 90 degree. ये देखिए यहाँ पे अगर पॉइंट यहाँ लाई करता है और जब हम ज्वाइन करेंगे तो इनफाइनाइट है, तो वो क्या हो जाएंगे 90 डिग्री हो जाएंगे दोनों एंगल. तो so when we substitute the value of these two in case of infinite, phi 1 phi 2 is 90 degree, we get the value of B is equal to mu naught I upon 4 pi a sin of 90 plus degree plus sin of 90, and sin 90 degree is 1. So we get this 1 plus 1 mu naught I upon 2 pi a. So we get the expression mu naught I upon 2 pi a.